Okay.
So I've been having problems with flipping voice control on Google phones. It's driving me nuts.
And no point asking me because I am not a techno.
You can say start recording, but you can't say stop recording, because when you say start recording and it's recording, Google's already doing something and it can't do. It must be a bloke.
Oh, absolutely.
It's got to be a bloke.
Absolutely.
Can't do two things at once. Well, yeah. Anyway, we are back in Simon's Right Anfield, which we've revisited 100 times.
Not this side so much.
No,
more
actually,
the other side of the field.
I did eye it up this morning because it's all been ploughed, hasn't it?
Well, over there.
Yeah.
No, I mean here.
Yeah, no, we have to. But we've found so many buttons and everything, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh, everything. I find the ring here.
Yeah, the gold ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the other, the field is split into two with the hedge.
Yeah.
We've probably done this side over the hedge more than this side. So this is why we now are concentrating back in here. I found some lovely stuff when we were back in here. In fact, you know the round thing that I found that we weren't sure that almost looked like a hammer. They think it's probably a Roman brooch.
Oh, right.
It's got a hole in it. But when I put it online. But yes, we just never cease to see. We constantly keep finding stuff in these fields.
Well, you know what Ian said? The bloke who found this Jenna brooch said, as soon as you get a permission, the best thing you can do is go in there, take out all the iron, or as much as you can.
There's still a lot of iron here, though.
Yeah, but a lot of it's mineral, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very mineral here, so it's all, it's like as if there's a whole thing of iron in the whole field. But if you get a field that specifically hasn't got a load of minerals in it, you're better off going in, getting rid of all the metal, all the crap, all the iron, then you'll start getting good stuff. Now, when we started out, we dug how much iron? We got enough for our own foundry now.
Yeah, I mean, all the fields were like that wherever we went.
Because we were digging both signals, weren't we?
Because it was just crazy.
And you still do dig iron. But the more iron you get out of the field, obviously the better it is, because then you can find the good stuff. So when we were learning, we got out so much iron in all that field over there. Like I said, we got enough for a foundry.
Yeah.
I bet now, well, in fact, when we have been over there, and a couple of months
Mind
ago,
you, that's
we went over there. We
21 acres over there.
Yeah, but we've done it to justice.
Yeah.
God.
Well, we have pretty well all of it.
But we got so much iron out of that. But now we're finding some nice stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's not so much iron in there to find.
No,
so it's working. It does work like that.
I mean, there's still areas in any of the fields that we go in where you're always going to have more iron still.
Yeah.
And nowadays, to be honest with you, we just move on, because it's so hard to distinguish a lot of the time if there is something good there as well as iron.
Yeah.
And you need to just keep moving around, looking around, and things come up all the time. But if you're still in an area, even when we go on the digs, and it's so irony, I don't hang around at all. I move on, because it's a total nightmare to distinguish whether you have got something there or not worth digging.
I must admit, what I've learned to do, and it comes with experience, and we're learning all the time. I am, Jane's done more than I have, so she's more experienced than I am.
No, I don't agree. I think it's just, I may have done more than you, but that doesn't mean I'm more experienced. Because you've got a particular machine, I have. The main thing is knowing your own machine.
Yeah, definitely.
If I went back on the knocks now, I probably wouldn't be able to find anywhere near what you're finding, because you get used to it. You get used to it, and you know just by the sound of the machine, all these different things. So it's not necessarily that I'm more experienced. It's just, again, it's all about, the most important thing is knowing your machine.
I think with what I've learned, and probably only in the last 6 months, to be fair, is that if you've got a field like this, when it's a lot of minerals in it, you've got to have a certain bit of blah, 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 blah going on. But
Wob, 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 wob.
Wop, 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 wop,
I
wop.
like that. Wob, wob,
But
wob,
since I've gone on beach,
yeah,
and that's
just
why I'm
different.
using beach mode, it gets rid of a lot of the minerals.
Yeah.
So when I'm going along, I might have a really good signal, whereas if you're in a normal field, say, without iron, you first of all go over. If you get a really good signal, you then put iron on, and if it shows the iron's at the same depth, it's like, now carry on. Whereas if you're in a field where it's got a lot of minerals, you've sort of got to see between it. So when you're going through, you know that if you get a signal, and it's really, really good, if you put the iron on, you're going to get iron, because the whole thing is iron. So you can't trust that anymore. So what you have to do is, if you get a good signal, ignore the fact that you're getting an iron signal as well, because you can't not have in a field like that. And then you just got to go on the actual good signal itself. So, you know, the normal is repeatable, blah, 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 you know. So then you know to dig. But you can't be put off by the iron signal, because it's going to be there no matter what's underneath. Could be gold underneath, but
Yeah,
it's going to give you an iron signal.
What's we got behind us?
That's not a robin, is it?
Well, I'm not sure. I think it might be. We had that. Remember that in Simon's field?
You used to have a robin. You used to follow us all the
Yeah, in the far fields over there where you
Yeah,
found
yeah.
the flooring.
Yeah.
And we had it, and when we were sat, he'd
Yeah.
come round, wouldn't he? And I put down bits of cheese and things.
Yeah, because Jane's always eating, so she always had crumbs.
I am always eating. I hope I had
I
that.
bet the robin sees her coming into the field and goes, right then,
Yeah.
let's have a bit of lunch.
In my defence, I do run with low blood sugar, and if I don't eat often enough, I start getting a bit shaky and a bit
Whereas
faint.
I'm diabetic, so I don't really like eating at all. It's a necessary evil for me.
Yeah,
I could
well-
happily live without food, to be honest.
I know you would, and yet no, I love food. I
Can't
do
give
love
up your
my-
red wine, but I can do without food.
No, I couldn't do without my red wine. I couldn't do without red. So
Yes, so here's to another good day.
let's hope that we. The weather is very like it's been all week. A bit
Right.
low cloud, bit misty, rainy, wetty in the air, but hopefully not any heavy showers or anything. A little bit of wind going today. I can see with the
But I have
strap.
brought my wind tent with me.
Oh, I've got one.
Yeah, that's true.
I haven't brought my main coat with me. So
Hey-ho.
if you do borrow, I don't want you in all over.
Well,
it,
I don't mind when you've got your car close, you know, I
So-
don't mind.
to be honest with you, it's,
Relax a bit more.
yeah, exactly. I like to have that I can see the car.
Because sometimes we're like a mile away from the car.
Yeah,
So you've got to take, that's why I bought the golf buggy.
yeah,
Because then I can chuck everything in it. And
Yeah.
Jane can put some stuff in if she wants and stuff.
yeah. It does make a huge difference. But
Yeah.
we're going to have a go.
Speak to you later.
So Jane has already found a coin, and we've only been going half an hour. So I'm going to move further central into the field and see if I have some luck here, because obviously there is loot in them there fields. So let's have a go. Right.
Right. I do apologise about the noise of the traffic. Okay, so this is the first hole I've just dug. Lovely signal. And I like it when you find things like this and then you know it's not rubbish, it's part of something nice. Probably part of a buckle. You can tell when you got it in your hands, you know. So it's brass. And you know it's strong. Yeah, lovely signal that is. But it's not rubbish. It's a nice thing to have because you know it's part of something better. Right, off to hole 2. Second hole on. And oh, where is it? There we go. Look at that. I'll try to keep out the wind a minute. Right. Well, somewhere along the line it's lost the back of it. Oh, what a shame. I can't tell if it's got a pattern on it yet. We can see from the back it might have because it looks a bit pretty. Oh, might have lost the other bit. Never mind. I'll see if it's in there somewhere. Always check your hole. So I'll put that in my special one. And so I don't lose it. It's very difficult to lose things when you've got cruddy fingers. Ugh.
Right, you go in there a minute. That's it. Before I go and have a go and see if there's anything else in there. Hopefully the other side of it. Right, let's get Derek on it. Right, Percy was making some amazing noises on this hole. It's supposed to be one deep. I just found a lovely nail. Now, apparently, I mean, I quite like old nails. Apparently, the ones that are shaped like a T, like this, are Roman. Apparently. So it's rather nice to think how old that is. Yeah, it's lovely. I don't mind an old nail, as long as it's got some history to it and it's not just a bit of a tractor. So yeah, quite nice that. Like it. Well, this had me on a bit of a travel. But I got part of a button. It looked like it was a very interesting one though. Might even have writing on the other side. It's very bluey, a very old one. Look at the back. Fab. That's very early. It's got like pits in it. But it's a beautiful, I don't know if you can see the colour, but it's like a beautiful green. Really is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Oh, shame it didn't come whole. That would have been one hell of a button, mind you. It's about 1 inch long, so you can imagine if it was all the way around, it'd be a lovely size, wouldn't it? I quite like that. It's quite heavy, actually. Yeah. Presume it's brass or something. Maybe it's got brass and copper in it. Yeah, a bit different, isn't it? Nice. Right, I've had a couple of fake holes. And I just had a cracking 10-11. I just love it when you get a really solid beep, 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 beep. It's just so good. And I've literally just seen it. Oh, where is it? Ah. I ain't got it out yet. I think it's a button. Where are we? You can see. There. See it? I think it's a button. Yeah. Plain ordinary one. But quite old. So that's lovely. We get loads of these. But I honestly thought there was no buttons left in this field. We have had thousands. Well, a bit of exaggeration, really. But a lot. Yeah. So they're always nice to find because it means somebody's actually used these many moons ago. So it's more personal, which is the sort of stuff that I'd like to. Percy, hang on a mate. Mate. I've got to get used to my new one. Yeah. So yeah, they're always nice to find. Not sure if they're, the cuff ones that women used to wear, and men actually. But you're going to find a lot of buttons, I suppose, because it's a long time before zips were invented. So it's always nice. So that's going to go in my special pouch. Because luckily I won some, like coin books. The ones you actually put what coins you find. So I thought I might have one book just for buttons. And then it can be displayed nicely, So, yeah. So I was quite lucky to win that, so that's good. In fact, somebody else won this pinpointer. So I paid them some money for it. So I still got a bargain. But at least I've got a pinpointer because my other one keeps going wrong. So, hey-ho. I'll keep digging. Right, banging signal. It looks like some sort of handle. It's copper. Ooh. It's got a pattern down the middle. Do you see? I don't know if you can see that. Hang on. I can barely see it, so I doubt if you can see it. But once I cleaned it up, it's got like a gold stripe going all the way through it. How weird is that? So could be some sort of jewellery or something, I suppose. Interesting. Can you see that little bit of sparkle there? It runs all the way along. Weird, yeah. Can't wait to clean that up. I think that'd be quite interesting, Fab. I can't get over this really because this was a banging 39, which is normally on the hoe. It's normally a button. Didn't have to dig too deep either, so perhaps that's why it was a banging signal. But anyway, what a beautiful, well,
I think it's a buckle, but it does have a hole in it. I don't know if that's how they were, but I've never dug something like this up. So yes, I love it. Bye for now.
Right, so I was just on my way back to have a cup of tea, and it's got a lovely signal, and I got another button. There we go. Hang on, let's just get rid of Percy a minute. Yeah, lovely signal. Now, I've been on this route many a times. It's surprising how much you miss, isn't it? I think when we brought our first machines over, we weren't that experienced. So we basically dug everything. And this field is just so full of iron. You really need to distinguish between the iron and the non-iron. Not easy. So this one's got a bit of sparkle to it. Nice and old. All right, and that's 1730 onwards, I suppose. Yeah, could be military. We have found quite a bit of military stuff around here, so it could be. It's nice to have a change from those little ones. You know, the ones, I know I don't want to be ungrateful, but it's nice to have a change from those little ones. Fab.
All right, seem to be on a bit of a roll a minute. About 5 minutes after the last one. It's very wet here, but the manticore does seem to like the wet. Absolutely banging 26. I thought it was going to be something massive. Initially, thoughts were a coin, but I now realise, lovely loop still on the back actually. A lovely little button. Okay, bye.
Right, I thought I'd bring you into this one because I know it's in the clod. Yeah. But you know what? Every time I say I'm going to bring you into it because I know it's in the clod. Come on, mate. Oh, I haven't turned Percy on. Bless him. Sorry, Percy. Right, here we go. Do your stuff, Percy. Come on, mate. It's really strong. It's really strong signal. Oh, I don't know. Thought it was a bit of copper then. Oh, what is that? Looks like just a piece of crud. Oh, it's such a good signal as well. Never mind, eh? Nothing very exciting on it. I think it's just a bit of agricultural detritus. Never mind. Right, so I've just dug this little hole here, and I just got this weird tack. Now I reckon that's like a upholstery tack, you know when you have like a Chesterfield or something, because it's not, well, I suppose it would have lost its sharpness, but it's a bit too much for a safety pin. It's oval, do you see? Right, people always stop in that field over there to have a wee. It's a lay-by, even though there's loos in the village, but there you go. Yeah, so that's quite nice. I like that. I was beginning to think I was sort of near the bins at one point, but it's lovely, very unusual, nice. Right, first hole of the day. Well, the first hole I did came to nothing and it just vanished, so I didn't even bother doing much on that. Second hole of the day, it's very, very stony, and there's a real iron all the way underneath all the time, so you're really struggling to compensate for it. Anyway, I've just done this and I was listening intently to my tones like you're supposed to, and I could hear this iron, obviously, and then I had this other quite clear signal, so I'm really chuffed. All right, Percy. Oh, I've gone and lost it again now. What have I done with it? What's it gone? All right. Please don't lose it, Debs. Trouble is with this pinpointer is it's almost too good because it picks up everything, so it doesn't really pinpoint. It just picks up anything in the vicinity. There it is. Buckle. I think it's a spectacle buckle. Put it in the sunshine. Yeah, look at that. And that wee think it's a spectacle, but right, Percy, hang on, love. All right. Got to get used to my new pinpointer. Yeah, in that dude, you can just about see the little, I'm not sure what they call them. It's a prong of some description, isn't it? We have to get away from the wind. Yeah, so lovely. First hole, and this is ground we've been over 100 times. Yeah, so all good. I'll keep on digging. Well, not far on from my beautiful buckle, I dug this hole. Not terribly strong signal, but it was a da-da, but it was very, very faint. So I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. I got a lovely musket ball. Oh, I love musket balls. They tell such a story. Oh, sugar brick, hang on. Oh, God, my back's so bad today. Oh, I feel like I'm 90. I usually feel like 87 most of the time, but today it's 90. Look at that. It's a bit knobbly-dobbly, so I think it might have gone through someone. But can you just imagine that going through you? They weigh a ton. Oh, I always like to get musket balls. This is fab. All in this small little area. So it could be two totally different eras, of course. This is probably from the Civil War, because there was a lot of fighting around here. But the field that we normally go to and get musket balls is the other side of that fence, because there's a main road there, as you can hear. And then there's another gate, and then you go into a field there. And we found a few the other day. Say found a few. Probably about a year ago, actually. We keep going back in that field, and it just keeps giving. I mean, today, there's my chair there, if you see it. There's my chair there. And I ain't come very far. Because it's just been lots and lots of signals, and Jane said the same. So she's had some nice little finds as well. How lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Special, special, special pocket now. Fabulous. Right, I thought I'd bring you in on this one because it's giving me a lovely signal. So I'm hoping... Oh no. Oh, if that's it, I shan't be happy. Oh, I've just seen it sticking out. Hang on. Oh, no. Oh, never mind. Oh, Jack. Another one! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not sure what this is. No, don't want to be messing like that, love. Solid signal, but it's just keeps moving. But it's just cool. They're all so thin in this ground. It shows their age, doesn't it? Interesting. Yeah, I can have a drink a minute. Use that spray. They're not too deep down, what I'm finding. Don't think you'll see anything on this. Okay, so here we are today on S4. Jane has already found a coin, but one of our cameras was playing it, so she couldn't record it. But we now found another battery, so we're okay, I think. So fingers crossed we can get some filming done of the next few coins that we get. But we're trying to work out what the other. In fact, it's 2 coins, isn't it, Jane? Yes, it is. Not quite sure on what either of them are, unfortunately. Both very thin. That one definitely looked like it had a Roman head on it, didn't it? It did. But now we've sprayed it, we can't see, so... I see bits of writing, but I can't... There's definitely an 8. Ah. I think it's 871. Wouldn't that be nice? It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? That'd be our first Roman coin, wouldn't it? I know some really, people like, I can see they think that's to a penny, but to us it's very exciting because we've never had one before.
Not a Roman one, no.
No.
I really don't know.
Maze balls, isn't it?
It is, it is.
Maze balls.
This one, I'm not sure about at all.
It's just flat and thin.
Flat and thin, well,
Very buckled.
bent, very buckled.
I wonder if that's an old
Size
penny.
of an old penny, I would say, yes. Not sure what's going on in the back here.
It's got a funny hole, isn't it?
Yeah, it has. Anyway, 2 out.
2 out, more to come, hopefully.
Yeah. Back in the right-hand side of Simon's. I was in another field this morning, but literally it was appalling, to say the least. Cartridge top, bits of metal, and that was it, really. I've dug up another button since I've been in the field and a doorknob, but this came up under banging 26 and I thought I would film it. It's very boggy and wet here today, but as you can see, let's have a look. Yes, we have a little metal button, but it's something. Look at the state of my hands. Anyway, guys, hopefully I'll get something else. I'm out with Debs, she's in another field, but hopefully I'll get something else a bit later on. I'm going to carry on for a bit longer anyway, and if I do, I'll give you a buzz. Cheers. Hello, guys. Minutes after I posted up the button, and on a weird 36, not very deep at all, I've had what I believe to be a coin. Oh, and it's a lovely threepenny piece. Can't quite see the year. Haven't got my glasses on, so but anyway, I'll let you know that a bit later. Okay then, guys, fill in this hole up and off we go. Bye.
Well, I struggled to get this, to be honest, to start with. But I just found another little button. This one's more rounded. You see, it's still very plain. Still old because of the backlit. Lovely. So many buttons. This field's absolutely amazing. It was either a button factory or a lot of people lived here. But then they always had buttons in those days, not zips and things.
Been here many times, never seems to fail me. I actually had a dig here a few days ago and dug up some beautiful things. Unfortunately, my camera was not working very well. So I will do a show and tell on that one, just so you can see what I've dug up. But everything seems to be okay today. Done a few walked around quite a bit, and this is the first real signal I've had, other than a couple bits of lead. This was on a definite 29 and had to dig around quite a bit, as you can see, but here we are. A lovely little part. I believe I've been told it's part of a buckle, and once again I must look it up because it has a particular name. So really chuffed with that, and onward and upwards, and we'll see where we go from here. Bye. There's Debs out in the field, trousers rolled up, vest, top and hat, boiling sunshine, and she's still doing it. Anyway, let's hope she gets some luck.
This is why you should always check your hole, because I just had another really good signal. Now on first look it could be a load of rubbish, could be just a tiny little bit of iron, but I can see quite a lot of orange in there, so it might be one of those things that you take at home and then when you clean it you find it's actually something nice. Lovely signal. I mean, I know it would be if it was iron anyway, but because I'm on beach, it could be something nice. So I'm going to put that in my special pocket. We'll have a look on the show and tell. Yeah, fab.
That Mark Deller, he sent me a picture of what they are. It's something to do with a sword.
That looks like a
Suspender, but yeah, no.
yes, suspender. Nice.
But I've never seen one with a hole in it. I don't quite know, is it a buckle?
Well, it looks like a not dropping it, does it?
I don't know what it is.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah. I wonder if it's...
And
Right.
I think this is a lead sill, but it's got a star in it.
Oh, perhaps someone... That's... Because the often didn't really like that then, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
So it could be a...
And then lots
that
of lead
was
and little...
a particular farmer's stamp.
Might have been.
God, that's so clear.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah. A few bits of lead, a broken button.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I've got a couple of broken...
Yeah, I've never. It's definitely lead, and the lead sills are like this, but I've never seen where the star. No.
That's lovely.
It's just nice finding different stuff, isn't it? That's what I like, and this is what I found last time in this field. All different things.
Yeah. It just keeps giving, doesn't it?
It does.
Some of the signals have been a bit sus,
Yeah,
but I've
got lots of lead.
I got things that I look
That's
at and I
lead.
think, oh, I think there might be a pattern in there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know what I keep meaning to tell you. You know those pipes I dug out of those great big long, really, really heavy? They're lead.
Are they?
They're all lead. Alan took them on. I said, take them on now.
Oh, he's laughing then.
And I don't
All the way
know
back.
what that is because I think it's I think it's a nail folded over, but it doesn't look like it's folded over actually.
No, it looks like it's
It's
made like that.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I've never seen one like that.
No,
Is that right? Oh, that's weird.
It
That
is
could be
weird.
something nice, you know.
well it could be. It's all a bit odd stuff,
Yeah,
to be honest.
I like that though. That's fab.
Yeah, I've never seen one with a hole in it.
Yeah.
Oh, look on my bucket thing.
Yeah.
It might have come off with something. That might have.
I mean, could it have gone onto a shoe? And it was maybe got a little tack.
Did
would have got it
no,
there.
and then a broken button.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I'll put that buckle in there because it's quite fragile. I don't want it to break by putting other stuff in with it.
I ain't gone very far again. I told myself I was only going to do decent signals.
You
A lot of them have been
And that's
decent.
what I
and then
will
when
only.
you get in, they're rubbish.
I will only dig absolute decent.
Yeah,
signals.
but I'm only going to do the banging ones.
I don't know how many holes I've dug. Tons.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it now. They are black.
Oh, wow.
That is black. You imagine if they all
All
took
the
off
starlings
together.
getting ready to go. I've said a little prayer for them, keep them safe. Because they fall on decks of boats and all sorts of exhaustion, don't they?
Oh yeah, yes.
And a lot of the people, like if you own a boat or ship and if a bird lands on your deck, they're quite superstitious and they have to feed it and bring it back straight again so
oh,
it can carry on
never
flying.
heard of that.
Yeah, because it's like they like to keep it alive. It's like otherwise it would be jinxed, something like that.
Makes sense.
It's quite interesting.
Very
Cheese
much.
and Christmas sword.
Christmas slaw because it's purple, is it? Or red? Or...
Red cabbage, I bet. Interesting colour.
I've got cheese and runner bean chutney.
Runner bean chutney.
That I
Was
bought
it?
over.
Bab carrot.
Nice.
Yeah. Right, I'm trying to keep me back to the wind. I've just got this little tiny bit of metal, but the more I look at it, the more I can see some kind of pattern on the top. So if you find little bits like this, keep them, put them in your special pocket, because, oh, you can see it better that side, look. Can you see? It looks like a flower. So that could be something really nice. It could be top of a button, could be a whole button. It's just that I haven't managed to get the mud off the bottom bit. But yeah, so that's going to go in my special pocket, and then when we do the show and tell, we can see what it is. And hopefully it's not just a tiny bit of metal. Yeah, lovely. Right, well, I haven't come very far. I do apologise for the traffic noise. As I was started to dig that hole there, as I swung my detector, it caught this one, which is banging right on the top. Now, at first glance, you think, oh, it's a bit of crap. But I think this is part of a bomb. The bombs were actually, well, not pretty, but they had lines around them. So this would have gone all the way around the bomb. The ones that they're about that big.
So yeah, it's not just a load of rubbish, it's actually part of a bomb, which makes sense because we're quite close to Yeovilton. So what they used to do is when they'd finish doing a raid, they'd drop off any bombs that they still had available, or you know, it could have been that they wanted to bomb here anyway. So yeah, I believe this is part of a bomb, so that's rather nice. I quite like that. I've seen other people get them, you know, and they say, oh, it's part of a bomb. Brilliant. I mean, fading that, when it was a bit thin, I think. Perhaps not. Perhaps it's not a cauldron. But it has got the slight curve on it, do you see? Yeah, nice find that. Lovely. Right, I don't know if you can see very well, but in the distance, if you look at those wires, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of birds. Now, when we're in these fields, we watch them go off in a huge cloud. I'm not sure what the actual name is for them. I don't know if it's starlings or whatever, but they do such a lovely display. I expect you've all seen them, you know, but it's lovely when they start parking up ready to do it, but we're nowhere near dusk yet. I think it's because it's so dark today. It really is quite grey and horrible today, so they probably think it's time to roost. I don't blame them. I quite fancy having a roost now. Yeah, if I catch them, I'll show you again. Right, we're just finishing up now because we've had enough. And I just found a horseshoe. It's always nice to get a horseshoe. It's quite a modern one. But yeah, nice thing to end up with today. It's actually been quite successful with that lovely buckle that I got and the musket ball. I mean, wow! And it's only been an afternoon, so yeah, fab, brilliant. Right, I'm off for a cup of tea and then homeward bound. Right, toodle pips.
By the time we set ourselves up and got going, God knows what time it was.
Okay, so we've been here for about an hour and a half, getting lots of signals, but that is all I've got, which was that bolt that I showed you earlier. But Jane got an old penny. What are you doing, babe?
Trying to find my glasses.
Just going to find out exactly what date's on it.
Oh, there's always so many things you've got to do and find.
Oh, I know.
And keep messing around if not.
Oh, I know.
Glasses and.
Are they in the car?
Oh, they probably are somewhere. Let's see.
In the middle bit.
Push. Push what?
That's it. Right, let's have a look. Lovely. Lovely jobs.
I can't see it. I need my glasses to see through my magnifying glass.
That's hell. What you like? I think it said 1969.
60, but I don't.
Was it 69? I thought it said 69.
Oh, where's the wash?
Oh, I got some doofer. Hang on. Hang on a minute, babes. I got some doofer. I'm doing it properly. Hang on.
It says 80.
Okay.
No,
Right,
can't.
spray it. Hang on. Get the lid off.
Flippin' heck.
I'm trying to do it with one hand. Oh, sorry, don't want it going in your face. Nope. God, it smells lovely, isn't it? I love surgical spirit. Down the bottom, I think.
It is, I know. I'm looking at it, but I can't. It's something 60. But I don't know. That can't be 1860, can it?
No, it'd be 1969, I thought it said.
No, it's definitely 60.
Oh, 60 on the end?
Yeah.
1960 then.
Need my own glasses on, don't I? It says
is it
1860.
No.
It does.
Let me have a look. It is.
It is 1860, isn't it? But that's what I'm saying.
I didn't
her
realise they
hair,
were around then.
well, her hair is different on the back. That's what I'm saying. The hair
see the
looks
hand.
different.
Oh, I can't even see me.
It's not Queen Elizabeth, is it? On the back. it's definitely 60, and I think, to me, it looks like 18.
That is...
Definitely 1860.
Would that be Queen Mary?
I don't know, because it's not, you can see it's not Queen Elizabeth.
No, it isn't, is it?
No, that's what was throwing me.
Wow.
What have I done with my coat and that now? I haven't left it over there, have I? No, because I brought my camera in.
So, it's facing left.
And I can't even find my coat now.
But wow.
It was the
just
picture
amazing.
on the back that threw me, to be honest.
Anyway. Look at that. And then over, you've got monarch facing... Oh, sugar.
No,
Sugar.
they're not in there. Well, that's very odd.
Jane constantly needs St. Anthony because she's always losing things. Oh, it's flipping flies.
St. Anthony, what did I do with my glasses, please?
No, you can't see it very well. It definitely says 1860.
Yeah, it does.
So
but it's her.
we'll have to do a bit of research on that, babes.
Yeah, it was her more than...
Wow, that is just such a brilliant find. Excuse my nails. I got a...
It came out as clean
problems
as
with my
anything
nails.
because obviously that soil
Fabulous.
is very...
Well done, babes. Right, well, this was a banging signal. I was doing a hole over here, and then I got waylaid because I did a sweep, and it banged like hell here. And I just got part of a buckle. It's just a shame when they... Because I think it would have been a really nice one. I'm trying to put my head to the... Wind's going everywhere. Oh, isn't that a shame? You can always tell because you just look at it and you know that it's part of a buckle. Oh, might find the rest of it in a minute. You never know. I don't even know what's in the other hole yet. I just thought I'd share that now. Special pocket.
Okay, I don't know if you can really see. You probably can hear. Absolutely hundreds and hundreds of starlings that will soon, still in Simon's Field on the 6th of November, that will soon be flying away. I hope you can hear just the noise. I know it's hard to see, can't really get much closer anyway, but the sound and just the scale of the black on the wires is quite incredible.
I do apologise about the traffic. We always get a problem with traffic when we're this side of the field. Okay, so all I've picked up so far is bits of a buckle and snotty little bits of metal, so I haven't bothered sharing those with you. But this one had a really nice signal, so I'm hoping that it's going to be something a bit more exciting. I'm struggling today, so everything's got to be done slowly. Oh, me old bones. Now I've hit 60, everything's falling to bits. Not that it won't fall in bits anyway. Oh, Percy, hang on a minute, love. Oh, crumbs. It gave me one of those signals that I really like, which is like a 14, 15. Does it come out? Bear with. Where you gone then? Now you saw that signal, you heard that signal. And now it's gone. Hey, what? Oh, might be on me spade. Oh, silly. Hang on a sec. I'll do Derek again. Right, got there in the end. Right, it gave me a really strong signal, so I was... hang on, I'm sorry. Press it off. Yeah, it gave me a really strong signal. It said it was only like 2 down, so... But it also has led me on a merry dance, which is very unusual, because I got a button. And normally buttons don't cause that much of a problem. But, looks like it's one of our normal ones. Nothing particularly exciting, but it's got some age to it. Let's see if it's got anything on the other side. Can't see anything obvious. Sometimes you have writing on the other side. Not sure. I don't think it has. Been a bit battered, obviously.
Yeah, can't put an age to it, but it's one of the ones we normally get, you know, the plain ones. Yeah, nice find though. Considering I got the rest of the stuff was like bits of buckle and tiny little bits of nail. Yeah, we like a button, and this field has given us so many buttons, as you know. I'll carry on. Right, well, find of the day, I think. I haven't even fully got off. First of all, I thought it was like a teddy bear or something because of the look like ears. Then I want to be very careful with it because it's still got its thing intact. Oh wow, look at that. Isn't that a beauty? Oh, what a lovely buckle. Oh, that is just lovely. Absolutely lovely. Made of brass, I believe. Could be a little bit of copper, but I think copper is made of brass is made of copper, isn't it? Oh, lovely. I can't wait to clean that up. Now that is going in my special pocket for sure. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm chuffed with that. Oh, lovely jubbies. Right, I'm trying to get the wind behind me. It blows from all different directions here, so you never quite know where you are. Right, I haven't had any action for a while. I've got snotty little bits of stuff. Come a little bit further, and I got a nice little button. We have got so many buttons out this field, you wouldn't believe. It's one of those common ones that we get. You know, it's just a plain front, although it did look like it. No, it's just mud. You know, with the plain front. But this one's got like a beveled back. I don't even see that. Do you see? Yeah, so we don't always have that, so that's a little bit more different. And I think it's just, I don't know. Ooh, hang on. Just rub it on me thing. I think it's just well scratched. You know, it's been banging about in the earth for quite a few centuries, I expect. So, I mean, we love buttons, but it would be nice, you know, to get something a bit different, but, you know, a little bit more different. We like things like military buttons that have got crowns and dogs and foxes and stuff like that. That can be really interesting. But these two fields, we've had so many buttons. You know, we call it the button field. There must have been a factory, or there was an awful lot of people living here, which is always good because it means you're going to find some nice things, hopefully. And we have had some nice things out here. Our last visit, I found a beautiful buckle. I'm going to do all my show and tell together from the other day and today. So yeah, lovely. Well, just on our last half an hour or so after our break, and I was just getting lots of little tiny bits, and I thought, right, that's it. I'm only going to dig things that are a solid signal. Da 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 da, da 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 da, and I got a coin. Don't rub it too much. Do you know what, it's amazing when you leave, because you should leave coins to dry, really, before you rub it too much, and then give it a light brushing. I think this is an old penny, you know. Yeah, it could be a right penny. Could be something nice, really nice, of course. Right, so the best way to, when you get coins like this, and you can definitely tell it's a coin because there's no middle bit for the button. You leave it to dry until it's totally dry, and then I get like a little baby brush and I brush it really gently, and then you just rub it with your fingers. So make sure your fingers are dry, so not wet at all, and then the oil that's in your fingers brings up, luckily, what the coin is, well, hopefully what the coin is. And it's amazing. You look at it like this and you think, oh, there's no way I'm going to get anything out of that. But if you do what I say, it's amazing what can come out with just the oils of your fingers. So that is going in my special pocket. Fabulous. Really love it. Ace. And I love it when you get a really banging, oh, my flipping thing's broke, and you get a really banging signal, and then you know, when it's really, really strong, so you know it's not rubbish. While saying that, you do get the same with aluminium, I know, but you know the signal, do you know what I mean? You know that the signal's good, so that's fab. Oh, lovely, that's made my day. Okay, so this one's quite a nice signal. There's so many iron signals in here, but this one stood out a bit, so thought I'd tell it was in here. See? Use stairs. Oh, come on. Oh. Interesting. Oh. It's probably just a washer. Oh, isn't it? Oh, when I saw that coming out the ground then, I thought that was going to be something really special. Like something to do with clothing or something. Ah. Okay, I'm trying to walk closer and closer towards the starlings without trying to disturb them. As soon as I shut the camera off, I'm sure they will fly away. But let's just hope they have a safe journey. Oh, they're going. There they go, some of them. Sky lit up with the starlings getting ready to make their long journey. Thank you for your company.
Yes.
Hope you've enjoyed watching.
Yes.
And just remember,
Keep digging.
Okay, so here's my show and tell. I've got a tiny little buckle, look at it, it's all rusted, bless it, but yeah, that would have been a spectacle buckle, I think. That, I think, is like a handle of something. Nice buckle there, lovely. 2p, that coin is 2p, unfortunately. Lots of lovely old buttons. Nice shiny gold coloured one there. I don't know if you can see that very well in this light. Where are we? Yeah. Loads of lead. And this weird thing with teeth in it. Could be from a saw, I suppose. So not very exciting, but you know. You got to go with the flow, haven't you? This is my show and tell from the other day. So I got this lovely Roman nail. I got a lovely George V, Georgie Porgy getting the light. No, she's refusing to. It's probably the light. Drop it this time of year. I don't get very much light in here. Not much on the back, although you can see Britannia. Yeah, so lots of weird little things like that. And these, and the little rings, and the little buttons, etc. So nothing too exciting, but every little bit helps, and it's nice to find some different artifacts. Sorry, that's my air, my air freshener going off. Okay, doodle bips. Okay, so this is a show and tell from Simon's Right Field we visited. This is my pride and joy. Look at this. Isn't that just lovely? I think it's a brooch. Well, I'd like to think it was a brooch. Made out of brass, I believe. I've tried looking it up on Google Lens. Can't see any reference to it. But, I mean, it could be something like a cat badge or something weird like that. I just do not know. So if anybody out there knows, I can see like there's 2 lumps there. Now, whether there were lumps on the other sides as well, on the other 2 corners, they do look like they might have had something there, in which case it could be some sort of badge. I just loved it. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Got my Queen Victoria. Nice young Queen Victoria. 1855. So that is just lovely. What they call a bun head, which are some of her earlier coins. because she was young. And the latter one she was in mourning, so she had a veil. So that's beautiful. These two, I got two of these. Now, I'll turn around the other way. You can see a crown. Oops, that way, look. Right at the top, can you see a crown? Underneath it is a lyre. I don't mean a person who's lying. I mean a lyre as in a musical instrument. So apparently it's Irish. And apparently it's a turning round, which seems weird because it's round that way. George II. Now, if I'm wrong, I'd love to know. But I believe it's a George II Irish coin. Let me just check the date. It said circa 1742. So that is just lovely. It could be a lot older than that. But apparently that bit at the back is definitely Irish. With the crown and the lyre. That's really lovely. And another coin that I got, which is very fried, as you can see. I managed to get a little bit of detail off it. And it almost looks like the same head on it as the George II. There's definitely a head there. Now, I'm not convinced, because I think it almost looks female. I don't know why. But the other side is absolutely frazzled. So that's such a shame. I got some nice other buttons as well. Look at this. It almost looks like a heart in the middle. So I think that could have even had a little gem in it. And you see it's got like circles around the outside. You see that? So that's rather interesting, that is. This is a modern button. This I love. Tiny, tiny little button. Not much else to see on that one. What happened to that other one that I had? Oh, there's a bit, I think that could be a bit of silver there, you know. I think it could be part of a hammered, because you can see a cross in the middle. Can you see that? Wait, get the angle right. See that cross? So I reckon that could be, and then that's obviously folded over at the back. What's the other ones? Look at this. This is minute. Look how tiny that button is. I got big hands. Really sweet. I love really old buttons. And I got another little baby button as well. I think they might be both the same, you know. That's got rings around it. Yeah. Sorry about my thumbnail, by the way. I'm on some tablets and they've made my nails go funny, which isn't very nice, but yeah. Yeah, some interesting little finds there, but I think my pride and joy is this. I love it. I think that is just amazing. Really, really chuffed. We've had so many things out of that field. You wouldn't believe, but oh, it's just keeps giving, which is just lovely. And Jane and I both get really nice things out of there. There's a lot of life there. And I think the more and more stuff we get out, the better the finds are. Which makes sense, doesn't it? So, yeah, and a lot of this, I literally didn't go, 20 foot from my chair? And we've gone over that land so many times. So it's just fab to get such lovely finds. And we were only there for, 2 hours, I think. So, yeah, all in all, some brilliant, brilliant finds lately. You get bad days, obviously, but when you get, like, nice, lovely, interesting buttons and buckles and things like that tell a story, somebody, you know, this is special to somebody. I don't, you know, you got coins as well, and maybe some of the buttons, but when you get military buttons, I love it. Because there's always some kind of, you know, war connotation, that sort of thing. So it's always quite poignant. So it's like when you get a musket ball and it's got chips in it and you know it's probably gone through a body. You know, it can be a bit, ooh. But yeah, so fantastic.
This is my finds from yesterday, the 1st of April. But it does make you think, was it an April Fool's? But as it's turned out, it was a brilliant day. Some of my best finds, or certainly one of my best finds. Large old chain. Farmer's always glad of those. Half a horseshoe, lots of nails. This coin, not sure what it is. My prime. Whoops, dropped it. My prime, my best find, up to date. It's this beautiful, what the jeweller thinks and what I thought because of the decoration on it. Fortunately, the 2 stones are missing. The other one is just paste, they think. It's definitely 18, possibly 24 karat gold. And we think it's sort of early Georgian. Lovely gilded button. I dug this copper out, and it wasn't till I washed it off I realised it's quite patterned. It was sort of joined together like that, but it has split now. But yes, lots and lots of lovely little things that all come to light once they've been cleaned up. Even, you'll probably laugh, but even what I think is this little, where are you gone? This little lead animal of some description. Obviously, it's just lead that's been left over. And I gather this has come off a tractor. It's the letter F. So I will look into that, but I presume it is come off the tractor. Anyway, guys, any more news on any of these finds and I'll let you... Oh, actually, I will do another follow-up to this video. I forgot something else I found, which is very interesting as well. Okay, guys, bye. These are the few finds I had yesterday on Simon's, well, a mixture of the cornfield and what we call the field on the right-hand side. I believe this to be a petrol cap or tractor cap, diesel cap. Got one of these before. These are apparently off a lamp. It's better like that. It's trying to get the light right. Some sort of doorknob. I think it's brass actually. I'm not sure. It's a bit of a job to tell. Few bits of lead, 1943 threepenny piece, and some buttons, which are quite like this one. It's a job again to get the detail on it properly. And I can't read. I would imagine it's not silver because of the colour of it, but it's got some sort of mark on it, which I would have thought was obviously electric plated nickel silver, not silver steel. Anyway, that's my few finds from the 17th of October. Thank you, guys. Right, okay, guys, I'm going to start with a big apology here. I got things a bit mixed up over the 2 fields. One on the 9th of October at Wick and one on the 11th in Simon's Field 6. So they were definitely found within those 2 fields and at that time. Obviously a horse brass, as whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what they were actually made out of. Couple little buckles, nice buckles. I believe that to be a farthing just there. A lot of things are very crusty here.